And so you've talked about there's sort of four levers to recovery after a depression: cutting spending, also known as austerity, debt restructuring or forgiveness, redistribution of wealth through taxes potentially, and printing of money. Some of these things you've mentioned. Will those things get us out of this situation, since, as you feel it's happened before? But how would you think about balancing these tools right now?
Yeah, those are the tools since eternity, basically, since recorded history. Those are the ones that operated. And I think what you're going to see is a combination you're seeing of printing money and redistribution. And I think it'll last. These things happen pretty quickly. They last maybe a couple of 3 years in terms of that process. And then you have a rebuilding. And they're dealt with creativity. The greatest force through time is inventiveness, human inventiveness, adaptability. So you're going to see these restructurings happen, and you're going to see the kind of inventiveness that you just saw from Marco, okay? And it's the power of that adaptation that is the greatest power. I did a study, which is on LinkedIn if anyone wants to see it. And it goes back 500 years. And it shows real GDP. In other words, the economic activity going back there. And there's a line. And you don't see these depressions, as we're calling them, even on that line. They barely wiggles. When you go into it and you look at that piece, that's what it looks like. GDP falls 10%, unemployment goes up, and it passes. And because the greatest force is the force of adaptation and inventiveness if we can operate well together. So that's what I think it's going to look like over this period of time. It'll pass. The world will be very different. There'll be a new world order. But it will pass and we'll be inventive, because what we're dealing with now is just money and credit. Money and credit is just digital. I mean, there is real goods, services, those are real. But everything else is just accounting. And so when you change the digits and you work those things out and you work yourself through, that takes, a couple of years at most, kind of. And then you come back into a restructured environment. And it could be said that it is really healthy in many ways, because it is a stress test. Because if you look at history, people have sometimes they get weaker, or they're not prepared to, in many ways. Weaker in terms of maybe they don't build enough savings and they operate that, or maybe they emphasize luxuries over necessities. It's a reorienting type of experience that in many ways makes us healthy, even appreciating the basics of life.